There are two twins separated at birth. Charlie lived in North Korea and Carl lived in India. In North Korea, Charlie hated living there, but Carl, on the other hand, loved to live in India. But why? The reason is India is globalized and North Korea is not. Globalization is the process when people from around the world can come together and share social, economic, and political ideas. Because of globalization, India has generated about $8 billion in 2008 from international call centers. India benefits from globalization because more jobs have been created for their people. North Korea is not globalized, they just keep to their own country. Globalization has led to trading, the act of exchanging goods and services. There are two types of trading, which are free trade and fair trade. Free trade is where there is a tariff reduction and a removal of limits on foreign investment. In free trade, the people run the trading system and not the government. Examples of fair trade companies are Whole Foods and Ben & Jerry's. Some examples of non-fair trade companies are Walmart and Target. Fair trade is a social movement that aids to help producers in developing countries to make better trading conditions and helps to promote sustainability. Companies like Whole Foods will pay the actual price of goods and helps to make sure that people in that country will have money to support themselves and their family. Human rights are involved in trading. People are able to obtain their desires and can trade with whoever they would like to. In fair trade, the government does not control the trading and cannot intervene. There are no rules involved with free trading. Migration is the movement from one place in the world to another. People will migrate depending on different situations. One may move to where there is a sufficient amount of jobs. North Korea has a lot of poverty. Economic sanctions against North Korea is placed so that they can barely trade. They think in a way about being independent and self-reliant. Without trading, their country cannot get stronger. Another reason a person might migrate is farmers may move to a place where the crops can thrive. The World Bank is an international financial institution that provides loans to developing countries for capital programs. The International Monetary Fund, or the IMF, aims to stabilizing global financial markets and national currencies by providing resources to establish secure monetary rates. The World Bank and IMF go hand in hand to prevent economic crisis and to rebuild economies shattered by the war. The World Bank helps developing countries such as India with low-cost financing for projects such as building roads and schools and hospitals. Carl is happy because the World Bank has helped him get an education and medical treatment. Charlie is sad because he gets none of that in North Korea. The US, majority of Europe, Japan, and other developed nations don't borrow from the World Bank. They provide a capital. They influence on developing nations. The IMF monitors economic, financial developments, and provision of policy advice. The IMF sends out loans to low-income countries to reduce poverty. The IMF provides countries with technical assistance, helps countries design economic plans, and manages financial affairs. Carl is happy his country gets help from the World Bank and IMF. Charlie does not like North Korea because his country has high poverty levels. The more globalized a country is, the higher the life expectancy is. Thanks for watching!